Good evening, everyone, and welcome to This Week from Rockdale. And I am your host, Larry Cox. If you guys want to say hello in the chat, you can do that, and I will tell you guys hello. I'll tell you who's here, who's if you want me to say hello to you, we'll say hello. So I just said hello, and let's see, we've got uh, I'm on the show, and we got Denise Williams on the show, Angela Asperino on the show, Jill Odom is on the show, and we've got a bunch of other people on there. Rogers F. Gautier, my man Goat, on the show. Welcome, special guest Rogers Gautier, to This Week from Rockdale. William Campbell is on the show. I think I saw Tom Harrison here also. Good evening, Tom. Nice to have you on the show. Judy Bonds is watching tonight also. Nice to have you on the show, John. Judy, Joey Williams, nice to have you. Great to have you guys on the show here tonight. We're going to let this audience build a little bit before we start talking about the main. Gail Owens, welcome to the show tonight. So, guys, if you would not mind sharing like this show tonight, because your friends in Rockdale County are definitely going to want to see this show tonight about what we talk about and the things that are going on in Rockdale County. And it's some of the same old things, because some of the things that are going on are things that have went on for years and years and years, and it's repeated action. Kurt Jacoy, welcome to the show tonight. Kurt, it's great to have you on here. Kurt, a great friend of the show, great friend of mine, does all kinds of great stuff in the community. Great to have Kurt here tonight to watch the show and to hear us talk about some things that are going on in this community that most people aren't aware about. While the audience builds, I'd like to just talk a little bit about something that happened at last week's Board of Education meeting. So last week on the consent agenda, the board were going to pass some things, and one of the things they were going to pass on the consent agenda was the passing of the contract to get the graduations at New Birth over in DeKalb County. Now, just want to tell y'all the theory behind the consent agenda. The theory behind a consent agenda is that everybody consents to the agenda. That's why you do a consent agenda, because there's no need to discuss it, because everybody agrees beforehand and they put it on the consent agenda. That's theory behind that agenda. Well, guess what? All the board didn't agree with all the agendas on the consent agenda. So they went for a motion to actually separate the items and discuss them. And it was voted down 4-3 to have open discussion about items on the agenda. So I ask you, how much transparency and how much open discussion does the majority of this board of education now, and this superintendent want? They don't. They don't want open discussion, and they don't want you, the citizens, to hear open discussion at Board of Education meetings. And then they try to hide behind ethics agreements and policy to quiet board members. Well, tell you what, I got a little surprise for you guys when I'm elected to the board. Got a little surprise for you guys. So just letting you know what? There's more than one way to skin a cat. And when Larry Cox is elected, I'm going to show you several ways to skin that cat, because your voice is going to be heard, whether the current superintendent and the current majority want it heard or not. Because let me just tell you something. When I'm elected and Justin Kinney's reelected, the majority of that board changes. It changes to a different group of people. And when that happens, the world changes for education in Rockdale County. The world will change, because open discussion will be a thing of the future. It'll be a thing that happens. New policy will be enacted to where underreporting stops. it will be a different world in Rockdale County when I'm elected as your next board member. So we got a good number of people that have joined us tonight. So let's go ahead and talk about the main attraction. So have any of you guys heard? And you know, and speak up in the chat. Let's let let's let all the citizens know. Have any of you guys heard that the chairman and the board and one of the department heads were in a suit over sexual inappropriate behavior? Were any of you aware of that? So I'm going to type in here. The answer is yes, because I have been aware of this particular situation for many years. I have been aware of this for many, many years. So I've been aware of it. So if any of you were aware of this particular situation, type yes in the chat so that, you know, I think the Board of Education and the Board of Commission, I mean, I get my commissions messed up. The Board of Commission and, you know, the county need to realize that everything isn't as much a secret as these guys think it is. It's not as much a secret as everybody thinks it is. So, you know, Bill Campbell, yes, Bill Campbell has heard about it too. And I think there are several more people in this chat that have heard about this particular incident. And what I've done is I've got some documents, and what I'm going to do. Yeah, and Kurt Jacoy has also heard of this particular incident. Tom Harrison, hold on a second. Let's see if Tom. Not until now. Okay, so but you know this has been out there for a long time. It's it's been circulating. This person has been fighting this fight on their own. Charlotte Gellert, yes, Charlotte has heard of this situation. So this is not a secret that's in the community. A good number of people have heard about it, and some people haven't. Well, what I've decided to do with this information, just to let you all know, this is public record. These documents I have tonight were several groups and individuals have obtained these very same documents. Just to let you know, I've been contacted by several different groups who have been contacted, you know, and they have these documents. They've got them through different avenues. Some through open records requests. Some have got them through judicial searches and paid, you know, subscriptions and downloaded the documents online. But there are many ways to obtain these documents, and when you get them that way, you get everything on it. There's nothing that's deleted or blacked out. So, but I have blacked out the name of the plaintiff. Because the individual just they don't want their name out there right now. But you know, it's out there. I'm just going to, if that person's watching tonight, you know, I'm going to respect, you know, your privacy on this show, but just so that you know, it's out there. People are obtaining these documents and they are not redacted. They're not blacked out. Everybody's name are on these documents. So what I want to show you guys first tonight is I'm going to show you that there was actually a lawsuit. So let me do this, guys. So let me pull this up and make me. I don't want to make me go away because you can't hear me. So now I'm going to make this go big, and then I'm going to make this go big. So so you see here, the plaintiff is blacked out, and then you've got Rockdale County, Georgia, Oz Nesbitt individually and officially as Commissioner of Rockdale County, and Douglas Chandler individually and officially in his capacity as Code Enforcement Manager of Rockdale County. This is the civil action file and this is a stipulation of dismissal. So, that they agreed not to take it further if they settled for financial gain. Now, I'm going to talk to you guys about something here. So, today in the community, I think some people reached out to some people in government and they asked them about the situation. And this is what they said, well, something happened, but what they say, something happened and it was probably inappropriate, but it really wasn't all that bad. So something happened, it was inappropriate, but it probably wasn't all that bad. So, I mean, that was like, well, I'm almost pregnant. I'm almost whatever. I mean, come on, guys. Something happened, but it really wasn't that bad. That's trying to downplay the behavior of the chairman and subordinates. That's exactly what that is. It's trying to downplay the behavior. So let's go, so I'm going to let you know something. It's not that bad, right? I'm going to tell you how bad it is. It's as bad as the tune of pay the sum of $85,000. $85,000 bad is how bad it is. Now, the chairman's not paying that. The other defendant is not paying that. You know who's paying the $85,000? You and me. Me, everybody that's on this chat, all the people in Rockdale County. The citizens of Rockdale County are the individuals that are paying this $85,000 tab. So let's go. And here we got this official complaint. So I am going to do something right now, guys. I am going to reduce this thing right here. Hold on a second. I'm going to take the overlay off so that you guys can see this a little better. Hold on. Because I want y'all to see this document. It's okay. So now we've got this document, right? So this is the complaint that we have with the document. So again, the complainant's name blackened out. Rockdale County, this is where it occurred. You can see, this thing here. In September, it gives you this of when the individual was employed by the county in code enforcement. Throughout their employment, they performed their duties at extremely good manner. On February 11th, 2020, Osborne Nevins, chairman of Rockdale County Board of Commission for Rockdale County, sent me a sexually offensive video to my cell phone. The video contains offensive dancing and nudity of a female. So, let's just, sent that video. Okay. On February 12th, I complained to the director, Casey Kurzik, and the deputy director, Tissa Jacobs, about the video. Miss Kurzik and Miss Jacob failed to take any action. Rather, Miss Kurzik told me, do what I want to do with it. That's what she told her. Do what you want with it. On February the 12th, I complained to Mr. Chandler about the video. Mr. Chandler failed to take any action. Mr. Chandler told me that he did not want to hear about it. So that was the response of her direct supervisor. I want to hear about it. On February 15th, the complainant was summoned to the commissioner's office, and Mr. Chandler and the Tony Knoll from Human Resources were there. Mr. Nesmith told her that I was doing a good job and that my job was secure, and there was no reason for my job not to be secure. On February the 18th, Mr. Chandler issued me a written warning, and the written warning is false. Furthermore, Mr. Chandler told me that the February 15th meeting was a verbal reprimand. Verbal reprimand. On February 26th, I complained to Nina Valentine, the employee relations manager, about the video. To date, Rockdale County has failed to take any actions regarding my client's complaint. I have been subject to sexually hostile work environment. She is being treated differently than any other employee in the terms and conditions of my employment because of my race or gender. So, this is what we see here. We see this is a complaint, and we see that this was totally ignored by her supervisors that the county, they decided, they a hands-off approach. There was a hands-off approach when it came to this, and that's that's bad. That's just really really bad. So guys, this is the thing. Now let's talk about something else for a second. So when the chairman was a police officer in Augusta, and this is documented, you can Google it. There's newspapers, articles out there, and such. The chairman lost his post certification as a police officer because of sexual harassment charges at that time of something that occurred with a female in the police cruiser. So the chairman lost his credentials at that time in Augusta because of alleged sexual misconduct, which he lost his post certification. So you've got this, and then you've got this incident that happens in here, and we've got an $85,000 payout. But there's also a pattern of abuse and of how the employees are treated, because we've had several payouts and people getting severances due to behavior of the chairman. You had former communications director George Diaz receiving a payout because of an altercation he and the chairman had. And you all remember there was a knockdown, drag out commission meeting between between the chairman and post 1 and post 2, where they said they heard the video, the audio that former director Diaz taped of him and the chairman's altercation. And both post 1 and post 2 commissioners were appalled by the language and how the chairman spoke to the employee. So you've got that. Then you have the former chief of staff, Corey Hamrick, who worked for months, still employed, but was not allowed. Listen to this, guys, but was not allowed to interact with the chairman or go to meetings or be in the building or the same room as the chairman. And I've talked to Corey personally, and Corey, he really doesn't know what he did or anything. I don't talk a little bit, not go too much into detail, but there's a pattern here of the chairman's behavior toward employees and payouts and severances. It's all public record. Mr. Diaz's payouts, public record. Mr. Hamrick's payout is public record. The incident in Augusta with losing post certification, public record. The incident that has occurred now with the complainant that no longer works with the county but was employed in code enforcement, public record. And yet the citizens of Rockdale County are not really aware of all this. They don't know these things are happening, and they continue to reelect and send an individual with no moral fiber back to this office, right? No moral fiber. This individual has no moral fiber whatsoever. Extremely low character, and we keep sending this individual back to represent you and I. And this is the thing about it. This individual should have never held office in Rockdale County in the first place. This individual falsified documentation when they were first elected, their first term, saying they did not owe back taxes in the state of Georgia. You cannot hold public office if you have tax liens and owe back taxes. You can't. You cannot hold public office. So what are we going to do about that, right? Cheryl, I did not mention Rosalind Miller's case as a fired CFO. That cost us $345. She's not the only one. If you guys, and I can't remember the young lady's name, who is actually Richard Odom's former assistant, she got a several $100,000 harassment settlement also. So, I mean, there are other, I mean, I think it wasn't I forget what kind of harassment settlement it was, but she also got a couple $100,000 harassment settlement for being uh, treated improperly and let go. So, but yeah, that happened. I mean, the settlements and the payouts are endless. This individual's behavior can be tracked, and it has a pattern. Do you, the citizens of Rockdale County, want to continue electing an individual with this type of behavior, attitude, and moral fiber? Do you? Come on, guys. Let's I don't intend to vote for the chairman. Do not intend to vote for the chairman. I'm not voting for the chairman. I'm going to vote for somebody else in the primary. I'm going to vote for Madessa Ahmad. Right there, just point blank telling you guys, I'm voting for Madessa Ahmad in the primary because I cannot cast a vote for Oz Nesbitt. That's just the fact. That's just what's going on. So, guys, we need to realize something. Here in Rockdale County, you have a choice. Do you want to go down this road and put people in office who are not supposed to be in office? Let me tell you, I think we need to, and this is what I think I'm going to do. If you guys, I think I'm going to get the Rockdale voter. Okay, I'm going to talk to Ken Holmes. I'm going to get a petition started, and we're going to send it to Governor Kemp. We're going to list the fact that the chairman violated that oath when he was first elected as post one chair, which there should not be a deadline on that. He violated it. Whatever. We're going to send this information about this suit, the repeated behavior of employees like Corey Hamrick and George Diaz. And you know what? Maybe the governor will take action, because the governor has the authority to remove individuals from office who are not fit to serve. I don't think that the chairman is fit to serve after these behaviors. Let's send a petition to Governor Kemp to review Chairman Nesbitt's service and determine if he is unfit to serve the citizens of Rockdale County. Would you guys in this chat, would you sign on to this petition and this email that we're gonna send to the governor? I'm going to talk to Ken Holmes in the morning. I may try to call him tonight once we get off the show. This is something that needs to be done. The governor in the past has removed people from office, and this is what we need to do. We need to say enough is enough. Tom, I'd like to add Kenny Johnson's name to it, but I'm gonna go after the biggest fish we can first. We get the governor to look at Oz Nesbitt, then we'll circle back to Kenny Johnson. But right now, to protect the citizens of Rockdale County, we need to do what's right for Rockdale County. It's out of control. It's out of control, people. So starting tomorrow, and I hope by Friday, we'll be sending this email out. We'll putting this on Facebook, and we'll be telling everybody where the website is and where to go to. But it'll be at the rockdalevoter.com is where it'll be. But we'll be asking you guys to go to the Rockdale Voter and send these emails to the governor to ask him to please review, because we're going to list the offenses. We're going to tell the governor, enough is enough, Governor Kemp. Please intervene on our behalf and remove this individual who is not fit to serve the citizens of Rockdale County. Guys, I've talked enough. I told you what we're going to do, and that's how this puppy's going to work tonight. So thank you for joining me. Like I said, guys, can you share this show tonight? Go ahead and hit those share buttons right now so people can know what's going on. And I'm going to tell you something else we're going to do too. I'm going to repeat this show Sunday night. So anybody who didn't get to watch it tonight, you tell your friends, you tell your neighbors, Larry Cox is going to talk about this again Sunday night, because this is something that needs to be talked about, and talked about, because you, the citizens of Rockdale County, deserve better. And while I'm at it, I'm going to shamelessly plug myself. If you want somebody to represent you fearlessly on the Board of Education, fearlessly fight for you, the kids of this county, the taxpayers of this county, the senior citizens of this county, to make sure that everything is reported properly, to make sure that we have a safe environment so teachers can teach, a safe environment so that you feel comfortable sending your children to school. That's what we need to do, because children aren't feeling safe, parents aren't feeling safe sending them, and teachers don't feel safe, and they can't teach if they're not safe. So remember, we're gonna do this petition, but also I need your help to get elected to the Board of Education so we can change the direction of education in Rockdale County. We got a website, votelarrycox.com. Go on there, ask for yard signs. Let's make a difference in this county. You've seen how I stand up for you. You've seen how I fought for you on this show. Give me the chance to be your next board member and fight for you on the Board of Education. Thanks for joining me tonight, guys. And I look forward to Sunday night. And we're going to do this again. And we're going to talk about Chairman Nesbitt and why he should not be serving as chairman of Rockdale County. Thanks. Good night. And I'll see you guys Sunday night.